In this video, we are going to cover how to use the electronic scope of appointment email signature option. So the electronic scope of appointment and document locker is a new feature that is available with CSG Actuarial. So when you do sign into your account, you'll see your document locker and your ESOA signing. The document locker is where all of your completed scopes will store, and then the ESOA document signing is what you would click on to go ahead and start a scope of appointment. So from here, I'm going to hit View List. I can go ahead and start the document. If I did need to download a copy of this generic scope, I can do so that way, or preview what that is going to look like. So we're going to go ahead and start document. We will title it with our client's name and hit Save and Continue. This is agreeing to the terms and the conditions of the electronic signature process, so you can just select I agree and continue. From here, there's two ways in which you can do the signature. If you are in the same physical location as the client, you can do the applicant providing identification information, which would be their mother's maiden name and the last 4 digits of their social security number. But in this example, I'm going to cover how to do that email signature link. So you are really familiar with that process and what those screens look like for your client as well. So I am not in the same physical location, so I'm going to do email signature link. And from here, I'm going to type in my client's email and hit continue. From here, it will go ahead and send an email to the applicant, which I'm going to show you those screens there. And then if you wanted to go back to your documents, this is where it will just provide you that status that it is awaiting that email signature. Once you have received that email signature, you will receive an update or a notice letting you know it's now there, and then you can just go ahead and refresh your page. You can then notify the individual to go ahead and check their email. This is a copy of what that email will look like. So it will be titled Scope of Sales Appointment Confirmation Form. They will then see that an insurance agent, and then it would have your name, is requesting your e-signature for the scope of appointment. From there, they have this e-sign your document. So they will just click on this blue bar, and then they will have to either write down or copy and paste their verification code. So I'm just going to go ahead and copy that and then hit e-sign your document. So they'll click on that. It will then prompt them to enter in that verification code. So I can just go ahead and type that in or copy and paste. From there, the client will hit verify and continue. They will then agree to the terms and the conditions of the electronic signature process by hitting I agree. They will then checkmark which products they want to discuss with you. So in this case, we're going to checkmark the Part D Medicare Advantage plans. They will then type in their name. And then their applicant signature, they're just going to verify the city and then the state and zip code that they are signing in. And then they'll checkmark apply e-signature and then sign and complete. From here, the document has been signed, so they can close out of this. There's no further steps that they have to take. Now, from the agent perspective, once that has been updated, you can refresh your screen. And then when you do that, you will see that your status has then changed to signed awaiting producer data. So then I can go ahead and click on the project name, which is likely the client's name there. When I click on that, I can either remove their signature, I can go back to the documents, or I can go ahead and hit continue. So we'll just go ahead and hit continue here. If you want to make sure that the individual did select certain products that you did want to cover over, you can scroll to the bottom here before you go ahead and sign your portion, and then you can preview what they checkmark. So if you just need to make sure, you can see here that There will be initials here on what he wanted to discuss with me, and then you can see his electronic timestamp here comes over as his signature. So you can always preview that. So if you ever need to go back and cancel that signature, you can, based upon the products that you wanted to discuss with them. You kind of want to talk that over with them a little bit further. You can do so by previewing that way. So from here, this is just going to be the agent confirmation form, where you, the agent, would go ahead and type in your name, your phone number, and then the best beneficiary's name and phone number. We're going to do city, state, and zip code. Plans discussed, appointment date completed, and then we'll go ahead and hit continue. On this next page, it's going to carry over your agent name, so you don't have to re-enter that in for that signature. So then as the agent, you'll just hit apply e-signature and then go ahead and sign the document. You will then be able to see a preview of the document, so how that looks as it's completed. You can see your signature also comes over as that timestamp. From there, you can go ahead and hit Save to Library, and then it will go ahead and save to your document locker. Now that I am back to my document locker, I can see the scope that I just completed for John Smith is now saved on there. I can download that and preview that at any time. So if I did want to click on it and preview that document, I do always have that option. And then of course you always have the option to print it, save it as well. Download that. This document locker is really handy because you can create folders for your clients. So if each client needed a folder, or if you wanted to have a scopes folder, you can create those different folders within here. There is an easy upload. So if you currently have a location where all your other scopes are saved on your computer and you want to upload them to one secure file, you can upload them as well. This search feature does make it really easy. So if you did have several folders and you wanted to quickly find one for a client, you can search for their name and it would work that way as well. At any time, you can always export your locker by clicking on the export option. If you have any questions on how to use the e-signature for the electronic scope of appointment with that email, please feel free to send us an email or call us directly. We're always happy to answer any questions that you may have.